Good morning. Happy Friday. Thank y'all for joining. Thank y'all for waiting for me. I was trying to wrap up a call, you guys. My apologies for making y'all wait a little bit. Business first, okay? StreamYard has changed a few things over here, so y'all bear with me as I navigate this morning. They moved some things around, so yeah. But good morning. Happy Friday. My favorite day of the week. Somebody got paid today. Yes, honey. Come through with the paychecks and doing what you got to do. Good morning to my top flights in the building. I see you, Truth. I see you, Rose. I see you, Tef. Thanks for being here. I see you, Felicia, in the building. Felicia BW is here. Thank you for being here. Miss Deboria Banks is in the building. Good morning. D Nice stopped by. Thanks for being here, D Nice. Deborah Johnson is here. Cheryl Williams is here. Lorraine Tyler is here. DNGB is here. Marion's Favors is here. Easter Washington is here. Sylvia Blow is in the building. Faith Williams is here. Brenda Hunt is here. Adrian Wiley is here. April RN Virgo is in the building. If y'all need a good RN, honey, y'all holler at April. She got you. Miss Squash, or I don't know. Let's say just Squash. I don't know because I only see profile pictures. So Squash DMV, thanks for being here. Miss Jackson, notary services. If y'all need some notary services done, y'all holler at Miss Jackson and she gonna get y'all right, okay? Y'all support. Diana Thom, good morning. Good morning. Read 06 or Read 6. I'm sorry. Adrian Wiley, good morning. Queen, what's that? Queen Damaka. I hope I said that right. Good morning. Y'all know I'll be messing up names, y'all. I'm sorry. Kim Jones, good morning. Good morning. And everybody coming in. I appreciate you guys joining the show. Let's get into it. Typically, I don't like doing politics on Friday, but we got to do this update because I kind of talked about it and I don't want to wait until Monday to talk about it. So let's go ahead and knock it out. It's going to be real quick. Then we're going to jump into the mess. Let's get that. Yeah. All right, so here we go. Let's share so y'all can see. Good morning, everybody coming in. Y'all already cutting up. I see y'all laughing already. I ain't even said nothing yet. So shout out to the Shade Room. Shout out to Shade Room. As you guys know, TSA workers have not been getting paid. I think we have talked about it until I cannot talk about it no more. We talked about yesterday. Tyler Perry showing up to the airport there at Atlanta Airport, trying to hand out large amounts of cash to TSA workers to help them out since they haven't been paid since February. Well, they're saying here, according to the Shade Room, that Trump plans to sign the emergency order to pay TSA workers after DHS funding stand off. I mean, damn, what's taking them so long? What is taking them so long? Oh my God, it ain't take him long to start this damn war. It shouldn't take him that long to sign the damn order. It's just a stroke of the pen across the paper. Like, damn. So these people can get paid. This is sad. People are quitting their jobs. People are out here trying to get what they need. So the radical left Democrats and their leader, crying Chuck Schumer, have made it very clear where they stand, and that is on the side of criminal, illegal alien, and not the American people. This is y'all president speaking, okay? They're refusing to fund immigration enforcement unless the Republicans agree to their open border policies, which will never, ever happen again. He goes on to say that they almost destroyed our country, allowing 25 million people to enter from prisons, mental institutions, and insane asylums, those that are drug dealers, and thousands of unalivers, many of whom unalive more than one person. Trump, you are in the Epstein file, so you the last one need to be reading out or naming out all of these different crimes, okay? Because, sir, you were there 38,000 times. So anywho, but because the Democrats have recklessly created a true national crisis, he says that I am using my authorities under the law to protect our great country, as I will always do. Therefore, I am, child, this is a whole book. Going to sign an order instructing the Secretary of Homeland Security to immediately pay our TSA agents in order to address this emergency situation and to quickly stop the Democratic chaos at the airport. So it's the Democrats' problems that these people are acting out and quitting their jobs, but y'all ain't paying them. Gotcha. He said it is not an easy thing to do, but I'm going to do it. I want to thank our hardworking TSA agents and also ICE for the incredible help that they have given us at the airports. He says, I will not allow the radical left Democrats to hold our country hostage any longer. Thank you for your attention to this matter, Donald Trump. I refuse to say president, but so you guys can see here, he has agreed to, and we don't write it down nowhere yet, but he has agreed to go ahead and sign the order so the TSA workers can finally start getting paid. Great for them, because maybe they need their checks, right? Imagine what that back pay is going to look like, and they need to pay them for damages as well, right? Put a little more on the back end for them. Shit, not being paid since February. That's a long stretch. I would be mad. But let's get into our next topic. As you all know, I try to post it everywhere so you guys would know about it. I tried to, child. The Verzuz. We all know the Verzuz. For those of you that are music lovers like myself, if you are into R&B, honey, listen. R&B was R&B in last night with Tank and Tyrese. Girl, they were giving their entire lives on stage. Now, I was a little disappointed in Tyrese. I felt like he could have went a little harder, right? I feel like he could have been a little more creative in terms of bringing a few people on the stage, as Tank did as well. Tank did bring out Jamie Foxx. We're going to kind of do a skim through. He did bring out LaToya Luckett, who looked fabulous, who came out and sang her ass off. Okay, what is it? What's You Must Regret the Day You Left Me, which is one of my favorites of hers, but she sang and rocked that shit. Who else? Let's see. Jamie Foxx, he brought out Trey Songz, who looked like his ass was high on something. I don't know. Child, he was singing all off key and everything. Horrible. Who else? Jay Valentine, of course. Jay Valentine is also on a podcast with Tank, so of course he was going to be up there. But so Tank was tanking. Okay, Tank was really singing down. Tank was like, and y'all know Tank has a huge catalog of music because he's written for so many people, from Aaliyah to damn, you just name it. There's so many damn people he's written for. And all have turned out to be his. So shout out to Tank for that. But Tyrese, for some odd reason, was more so focused on his attire versus like getting the music out there like it needed to be. His background singers, I'm going to say it because y'all know I love me some music, and baby, I was listening to everything. All right, background singers, not Tank, but Tyrese, your background singers, you might want to work on them a little bit because baby, they were really lazy last night. Vocally, they were vocally lazy. I'm going to go ahead and say it. Like I ain't hear like I feel like they sing down like when the song was going off. I was like, can we hear this the entire song? Now, Tyrese, you did get up there and you sang a lot of your really, really good hits. How You Gonna Act Like That, which is one of my favorite. Zodiac Sign, favorite song. Like he really did get up there and sing his songs, but I feel like let me help you out, Tyrese, because maybe this is your first Verzuz. Your lineup in terms of your songs, what you're supposed to do is feed off of what Tank is doing. So if Tank is doing this type of song, you got to kind of up, you got to kind of sing up when it comes to your turn to outdo him in terms of winning that actual round. So I feel like Tyrese was kind of all over the place. Again, he was more so focused on how he looked. He changed like 7-8 damn times, like jacket after jacket, turtlenecks up there with all those damn hot lights. Tyrese, I don't know what you were on last night, baby, but he did sound good. I will give him that. I really feel like he could have done better. Let's skim through. Y'all agree? Right. Tyrese, you could have did better, baby. Your background singers was not giving what I kept waiting for them. I said, maybe the next song. Next song came and went. I was just like, oh. Even my husband was like, damn, because he liked music too. He was like, something is off with him, ain't it, baby? I was like, baby, the background singers are supposed to do this to the lead, right? The background singer's supposed to do this to the lead, supposed to push you. So if your background singers ain't pushing you vocally, I don't know what to tell you. Tank's background singers was singing their ass off. Okay, that little chick that was sitting up front, baby, that was sitting on that stool, baby, she was eating down every song. And I was just like, see, that's what you're supposed to be doing over there, Tyrese. But let's go ahead and skim through. Hopefully I ain't gotta edit this because it is a little music, but we're gonna just skim through so you guys can see what was going on in the Verzuz for those of you that didn't.
I'm so sorry. Is that how you want to start off Verzuz? You want to put niggas to sleep?
Well, I think it's important for the ladies to know that they're loved.
Yeah. You want to put niggas to sleep on song number 1 and 2, huh?
You only got 3 songs, so
hey, yo, can we wake this motherfucker up right now? All the ladies in the building, make some noise one time. Turn my music up. Turn it up. Turn it up. Tyrese.
So now he's doing What You Like, okay? What do you like? So that's the song he did. All right, so we're not gonna play it, baby, because I ain't gonna be doing too much.
Hey, Tank.
I'm through.
How you gonna act like that, bro?
It was all good at first, man.
I got a second chance in life.
Jamie Foxx stopped by, okay? He was very long-winded. I was like, Jamie, sit down already. This is Verzuz. We don't know damn we don't want no speech, sir. We want to hear some music. Sit down. Like, thank you for coming through and singing your little song, but you talking too much. All right. He looked great. I don't want nothing.
These are the signs that I'm
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. J.
starting off with a girl. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I think he's changing clothes. Whisper it.
Look, man, the first time was a great night tonight.
You lost the thing. You lost.
Yes.
I got you right.
Yes, you did, girl.
We're gonna take our time. I got here late.
Why did he set you up like
Come
that?
on, Trey. Come on,
Why
Trey.
didn't you
Come on.
just come out there? Fuck.
Trey Songz, that's him stopping by. I told y'all he looked like he was drunk or on something. Like Trey Songz sound horrible. Y'all know he get up there with all that trembling in his voice. I was like, yeah, okay. Not sure why they brought him out. The surprise at the end was supposed to be, y'all remember the group that came together, TGT, Tyrese, Genuine, and Tank. Okay. Genuine got held up at the airport, at Atlanta airport, with whatever was going on. They were supposed to perform at the very end of Verzuz, but Genuine wound up not being able to get there because of whatever happening at the airport. So they were supposed to be the surprise at the end. Tyrese was feeling a little bitter at the end because I think he knew that Tank actually did win the Verzuz. So it was announced that Tank did win the Verzuz. I'm gonna be honest with you, I like both artists, but when it comes to vocal ability, and some of you guys may not agree, that's okay. I felt like Tank ate down. I'm just saying. Tyrese, he did sing some of the songs he did sing, he really sang down. Like you could hear like the strain in his voice. He was really like singing. But when it really came to like the like piercing the soul and just like, I don't know, did I have to change my panty liner last night? I don't know, girl. But Tank was really singing down. Okay, he was. So shout out, Tank was really singing down. But shout out to them, child. It was a really good Verzuz. For those who didn't get to see it, it's still on YouTube. Go check out some of the videos that are out there if you guys missed it, and go check it out. It was really good. Okay, I enjoyed it. Let's get into the next topic. I hope I don't have to edit that. I tried to skim fast enough. Oh Lord, y'all got my life. I went to bed so late last night, y'all. I'm so tired trying to stay up and watch that damn Verzuz. I am tired. Oh God. Thank God I'm working from home today, because baby, I am. Oh, okay. I ain't got to deal with nobody in off Jesus, because I probably have an attitude today. But let's get into it. For those of you, honey, for those of you that be looking for stuff to come in the mail, y'all, they're saying that USPS warns that mail carriers could completely stop by 2027 as the money is starting to run out. What the hell? So let me find out in 2027, y'all ain't dropping my bills off no more. Like, what's going on? Now, y'all know a lot of times, well, for me, I like to just pay my shit online. Like, I'm paperless. I don't know. I like to be with the time now. I like paperless stuff. Like when I pay my light bill, it's paperless. I can go online, pull my shit up online, the little website, and pay my shit and keep it moving. Like I don't really need no paper bill. I mean, older people, of course, they like to be a little old school with it. They want to read through their bill, the paper bill. But child, I go online and pay that shit. So I don't really care unless I'm getting something that's going to be delivered through USPS. Okay, but let's get into it. The United States Postal Service is reportedly running out of money fast, and officials are warning things could get real bad soon. Now, the Postmaster General said that the current rate USPS could be out of cash in less than a year, meaning mail delivery could start shutting down if nothing changes. Ooh, honey. Now, they said even worse, if Congress doesn't step in, that they're saying that mail service could completely stop by 2027. No letters, no packages, nothing. Woo. Now, the agency has been losing money for years with billions already gone. Where's this money going to? Where's the money going to? They reportedly lost about $9 billion last month alone, and losses just keep stacking up. Now, USPS hasn't even turned a profit since 2007, so this isn't new, but now it's hitting the breaking point. I can't tell as high as them damn stamps are. If you ever go into the post office and buy a book of stamps, bitch, y'all making some money somewhere. Them damn boxes and stuff, when you're trying to shipping stuff out, that shit is high as hell, right? Oh my God. Don't even get me started on trying to renew your damn passport and stuff. What is it, like $200 now? Child, y'all making some money somewhere. This is, and it's not just the money. Said that things could get messier because Amazon, one of UPS's biggest partners, might start pulling back on using them for deliveries after contract issues. Now, they said that could make things even worse financially. Now, officials say if they start skipping payments just to stay afloat, they might be able to stretch things until early 2027, but that's not a real solution. They said that right now they're pushing for help from Congress, including borrowing money or more money and possibly raising postage prices. They're already high. Damn. But until something happens, the clock is still ticking. So, child, we might not be getting no damn bills in the mail here coming up soon if they don't figure this thing out. Let me know what y'all think, honey. Some of y'all like, I don't give a hot damn. I ain't want no fucking bills in the mail anyway, right? You still got to pay them, girl, because when you hit that light switch, you need the light to come on, right? Moving on, y'all, we are facing some more COVID issues, Lord. Just when you think we're out of the woods, here we go. And it's, hey, everybody's trying to be outside. The weather's starting to get nice. Spring break is upon us. And here we go with this bull-ish. For those of you that be outside a lot, okay, I know you guys have noticed that the pollen count has definitely gotten higher. Oh, you can actually see the pollen in the air. That's just how thick it is. I went outside and was getting a little walky, and I was like, damn, you literally have to put on like a mask to keep that shit from going up in your nose and your mouth when you're out, or in your eyes. Shit, you got to be like, oh my God, put some shades on. But the pollen count is very, very high. So on top of that, they're saying that a new highly mutated COVID variant called Sonata is spreading through the U.S., detected in 25 states. They said it's easier to spread and evade immune systems. Y'all hear this? As soon as we think that we are out of the woods, here we go. So let me find out. We got to have another vaccination for some bullshit. U.S. health officials are watching for another strain of COVID-19 that is beginning to spread. Now, the CDC is calling the variant BA.3.2 Sonata. Okay, I hope I said that right. Said that the highly mutated variant has also been flagged by the World Health Organization and has been detected in more than 20 countries, including Japan, Kenya, Netherlands, and the United Kingdom. Now, in some places, it accounts up for 30% of cases. Now, the variant was first identified in a traveler in the U.S. in June of 2025. The variant remained largely underground until emerging more recently. The first confirmed U.S. case was reported in January, and it has since been detected in a lot of wastewater samples at 132 sites across at least 25 states. If these people just stop bringing shit over here, my God. According to the CDC, affected states include California, Connecticut, Florida, Hawaii, Idaho, Illinois, Louisiana, Maine, Michigan, Maryland, Massachusetts, Missouri, New Hampshire, New Jersey, Nevada, New York, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, South Carolina, Texas, Utah, Vermont, Virginia, and Wyoming. If you stay in any of those states, it has been detected in those areas. Now, while this variant is still a small portion of U.S. total while this variant is still a small portion of total U.S. cases, the CDC says that they're monitoring it to understand whether it may better evade immunity from prior infections or vaccinations. Officials have said it's potentially easier to spread, but may not cause more severe illness. Do they know that, though? Because they did the same thing with when COVID first came out. Look how many people passed away. We lost like millions of people from COVID by them not releasing some type of vaccine, and people were just dropping like flies. I mean, shit, I had classmates that died from that shit. Yeah, classmates that died from COVID-19. I was just like, damn. So yeah, I caught it twice. For those of you in the chat, I'm pretty sure some of you guys caught it. I caught it twice. The first time on vacation, I was in the Virgin Islands. My husband and myself caught it. And then once I got back a few weeks after that, I caught it again. I was like, damn. So yeah, girl, I was sweating like I was, oh my God, I felt horrible. That was the worst feeling ever. The worst feeling ever. But let's get into this next topic. I wanted to talk about this because people are starting to use ICE to their advantage. I was like, this was wrong. Don't be soliciting help from the Latino community, and then when they get there and do a good job, you call ICE to avoid paying them. This was very fucked up for this woman to do. A woman hires migrant workers to work on her home and then calls ICE on them to avoid paying them. Let's get into this video, and then we'll do our commentary on the back.
Nos cayó la pinche ley, valió madre. Nos rodearon.
Estoy en todo el derecho de grabar, no estoy haciendo nada malo también. O sea, yo estoy cooperando, puedo cooperar con usted, no hay problema.
¿Estás grabando en este momento?
Estoy grabando, sí.
Okay. Y se lo puede por mí.
No, está bien. La verdad que yo estoy aquí, no estoy.
They're just out here trying to make a living like anyone else. Now, do I agree that people who should not be here should be here? I agree they should not be here. But while they're here, they have to survive, right? Until their asses get deported. I look at it as it's not my business, right? If it's a foreigner here and they're not supposed to be here unless they're committing some type of crime, it's not my business, all right? Now, if I see you beating a woman up in the alley, yeah, I'm gonna call on your ass because why the fuck are you doing that? But if you just out here trying to put on a roof and you ain't bothering nobody, I'm not calling ICE on you. I don't care that much. I'm not a Karen out here in these streets. But this lady here was definitely wrong. Now they said this is messed up. A homeowner waits until construction job is nearly done, then calls ICE on 6 of her own workers. Now it says that the woman even provides the ladder used by agents to detain the men who she owes $10K for 3 days of work. She called the damn law on us. This is what they're saying. And now we're totally screwed. The men are yelling in Spanish, said they surrounded us. Said the agents even left behind the workers' van with doors wide open, filled with thousands of dollars worth of tools. That's messed up. Now, the arrest was broadcasted live for about 30 minutes by a co-worker identified as Brian Polanco. Polanco? They said the seeing it is not the same seeing it is not the same as experiencing it. This is sad. He said that I've seen many videos and sadly today I had to experience it. At the end of this video, it said that he gets the woman who calls ICE on camera. Said that it is the same woman tidying up the house and still with hatred in her heart. This woman probably knew prior to even asking them to do this. She knew that they were foreign. She knew she wasn't going to pay these people. So you waited until they finished putting on a roof or whatever else they fixed on your house. Okay. And then you wait to call ICE to get these people sent up out of here so you wouldn't have to pay them that $10K. That's so sad that people are out here taking advantage like
No, nada malo también.
Yeah.
Triste lo que está pasando hoy aquí. Estamos empezando un trabajo y cayó migración.
That's messed up, right? That's very messed up. They got her ass on camera, so she'll probably be getting trolled. Somebody else who's getting trolled is Clarissa Shields. They calling her ass Clarence out here, child. I don't know. But Angie Stone's daughter, Diamond, honey, Diamond is clapping back at Clarissa Shields for going live and not knowing what she tried to say. It was Jill Scott's song, but it was really Angie Stone's song. And Angie Stone's daughter was like, hold up, bitch. No, ma'am. Give credit where it's due. So Angie Stone's daughter calls out Clarissa Shields for mistaking her for Jill Scott. Says that don't ever call her Jill Scott again. Ooh, you better let her know, okay? She's like, baby, we're going to keep my mama legacy alive. And what you won't be out here doing is saying that Jill Scott songs is my mama's songs, all right? Or singing my mama's songs and trying to give credit to Jill Scott, bitch. We won't be on that. But let's get into her daughter. Let's go. Shout out to Neighborhood Talk.
I wasn't going to say nothing. But Clarissa, if you going to like my mama music, don't ever call her Jill Scott again. I wasn't going to say nothing.
Female singers. I'm thinking some female singers I grew up listening to. Who was that who sang? My sunshine has come, and I'm all caught out. There's no more rain. She just passed away. That's my girl. And this clown. I'll tell you what it is right now. Oh, Jill Scott.
Yeah, Jill Scott.
Female singers.
Jill Scott is very much alive. I'm sorry to break the news to you, Clarissa. I don't remember looking at the funeral on TV with Jill Scott. I don't remember them announcing her death, girl. Like, where were you? Where were you? Were you looking for Pap upstairs? I don't know. But Jill Scott is very much alive. Matter of fact, she's getting ready to go on tour. She does have a new album out, for those of you that don't know. Yes, girl. That was not Jill Scott. My Sunshine Has Gone was definitely Angie Stone, okay? I'm sorry you don't know your music, girl, but you look very crazy.
I'm thinking some female singers I grew up listening to. Who was that who sang? My sunshine has come, and I'm all caught out. There's no more rain. She just passed away. That's my girl.
She your girl, but you don't know who she is. Gotcha. So yeah, honey, Angie Stone's daughter, Diamond, had to up and check Clarissa Shields. Like, baby, no, that's just not who it is. Okay, get it right, okay. Know your music out here, sis. Okay, put your helmet on, girl, and get the right person, because that's not who it was. I'm glad Jill Scott. I'm glad Jill Scott ain't clapped back because y'all know Jill Scott got a slick mouth too. Okay, she'll get you together. But let's get into this next topic, child. They are going off on Bob Barker's ass, saying that he was racist out here. Okay. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Former show model say that the Price is Right host Bob Barker, honey, was allegedly very racist and went off on women that he was dealing with for sleeping with black men. Reportedly said that black men are the most diseased people on earth and refused to hug black contestants. Ooh, do y'all ever recall seeing that? If a black contestant actually wound their way upstage, do you guys, because y'all know sometimes people can get so excited they be trying to hug Bob. Have you ever seen Bob like pull back and like, oh yeah, no, keep it over there? Have you guys ever seen that? Let's get into what this lady here had to say.
Diane would confide in me that Bob did mention if she had ever been with any other person that was black, that he would not be happy and that he thought they might have had some kind of communicable disease or something.
Wow. And sure enough, when Bob found out about Diane having slept with black men, he called her into his dressing room and they had the screaming fight of all time.
He went off. The shit hit the fan. Oh my God.
The whole set was dead silent, listening. And Diane comes out of Bob's dressing room and goes up the stairs. And Bob's assistant is running after her saying, Diane, you've got to apologize to Bob. And Diane turns around at the top of the stairs. It's like the scene from Romeo and Juliet. And she's standing at the top of the stairs and the whole set, dead silent, is watching. And Diane says, I have sucked his too many times to start kissing his ass now.
Damn.
Woo!
I'm like, what?
Wow.
It did not go over well with Barker.
One of the producers standing next to me said, dang, who writes her stuff?
Damn.
I know that Bob is sleeping with Diane. Oh my gosh. Bob has no idea that he has had sex with a woman who has had sex with black men.
Damn, Bob Barker. Let me find out your ass was like that. Y'all know, I think Bob passed away. Bob Barker did pass away. He was about 198 years old. His ass was old as hell. But former models referred to as the beauties, y'all know the Barker beauties is what they call them on The Price is Right, shared their dark past of the show on a new episode of Dirty Rotten Scandals. They said that one model, Kathleen Bradley, says that she faced a said that she faced a death with a terrible environment as the show's first black model. She recalls there even being racial slurs used behind the scenes. Wow. Now, Claudia Jordan, y'all know she was a Barker beauty, also shared that there was discrimination as well. She alleged that there was an order from Bob not only allowed 2 black contestants on the show at one time, and that said that he would shrink himself if black contestants attempted to hug him. Wow. Said that he's seen in a clip telling one black contestant not to attack or touch him. They said it was also reported that Bob had an asexual relationship with the show model Diane Parkinson, and that and was disgusted after finding out that she had previously slept with a black man or black men. Said that the two allegedly had a shouting match in the dressing room that everyone on set could hear. They said it was always mentioned that Bob allegedly referred to black men as the most diseased people on earth. That is weird. I never knew that about Bob Barker. Like never ever. They hid that very well. Said that Barker, who died in 2023, I remember this. I think somebody told me that he passed. Denied all allegations during his lifetime. Yeah, of course, because he didn't want to be canceled. Of course, you're gonna say that shit out loud, but behind the scenes, you're gonna cuss people out for being with black. Why you had such a problem with black people, but you hired them, right? Claudia Jordan and the other lady, what's her name? Diane, whatever. That's crazy. I never knew that about Bob Barker. So that's tea. That's tea. All right, so let's get into I should have played this earlier, but I wanted to get away from the Verzuz thing, but I'll go ahead and play it since we have it. Ray J has some negative things to say about Tyrese. Ray J seems to say that Tyrese was worse than him on Verzuz. Sir, no one was ever worse than you on Verzuz. Like, you sound really bad at Verzuz, okay? You sound really, really bad, Ray J. You did. Tyrese, he had his moments, but yeah, no. So Ray J is slick shading Tyrese. Let's get into that. Shout out to Sozia Radio.
I ain't seen the whole Verzuz, but I know Tyrese was trash. Tyrese was worse than I was on Verzuz. The turtleneck and the anxiety. Tyrese is completely trash. He always has been. I didn't just say it, The Rock said it as well. Brandy is his friend, so, you know, it's all good, but I think Tyrese was trash tonight. I ain't seen the whole Verzuz, but
I know Tyrese is going to respond. Hopefully he don't cry, because y'all know he's a crier. Hopefully he don't get to crying and carrying on. But Ray J, you sound horrible at the Verzuz, okay? And you were holding, and I remember because you were holding your child and you were trying to sing One Wish and you were all the way off key, sir. And even your child looked at you like, Dad, shut the fuck up. Like when your child look at you like that, when you're singing, that is an indication that you sound bad, right? Even people in the audience were staring at you like you had something on your face. Like it was horrible. I remember like it happened yesterday. You sound horrible. So for you to compare yourself to Tyrese, to say that Tyrese sound worse than you, that's a lie. I don't know what drugs you're on, what weed you're smoking, what kind of pills you popped before you did this video, but that's a motherfucking lie, okay? And I can vouch because I watched shit last night, and I also watched the Verzuz when you were on there. And sir, you sound a mess. All right, moving on. We definitely ain't about to let you get away with that. Juanita Bynum is in my news today, honey. I don't think we talk about her over here, okay? I think the last time I even thought about Juanita Bynum was when she was doing that whole no more sheets thing, running around with sheets in the church, which I thought was mad weird. I don't know. Some of these people act very cultish in church. I don't know. Juanita Bynum. Girl, I've heard a lot of crazy stuff about her, but she seems to have something to say about a lot of people in church, them not wearing stockings or them wearing a certain type of shoes they wear in church. Like, why ain't nobody saying nothing about this dry ass Ariane bun that your ass is wearing up here, right? I don't know, but let's get into it. Juanita Bynum, honey, says that she's tired of y'all coming to church in tight dresses with no panties on. How do you know they don't have no panties on? Right? Are you grabbing booties while you praying for people, telling people to close their eyes, and then you reach back there and grab their booty and you don't feel no panty lines, so now all of a sudden they ain't got no drawers on? Is that what we doing? Let's get into it, honey. Shout out to Farrah Gray. Let's go.
And I can't even get to the concept of somebody preaching and leading praise and worship with no stockings on, with thongy, stringy shoes on, and your legs all greased up. What kind of message are you trying to send us? Because to me, that looked like somebody that's got a spirit that ain't purged out in God. And any minute you can just go over in a corner to a deacon and just raise your dress up and hit it right there in the corner because you don't even have drawers on. And I can't.
How do you know they don't have drawers on? Why are you speaking under people's clothes as a minister? Like, that's none of your fucking business. Everybody don't like to wear drawers. Some women want to let their bodies breathe, right? Like, you ain't supposed to wear drawers to bed. You're supposed to not wear drawers to bed so that your body can breathe. You wear drawers all day. At night, your body's supposed to breathe. Maybe it's too motherfucking hot in y'all church where they don't want to have no stockings on and their legs be sweating with stockings on. And not every pair of shoes. If they're wearing strappy sandal shoes, I ain't wearing no stockings with no open toe strappy sandal shoes. That shit don't go together anyway. So I'm sorry you don't know how to dress, Juanita. Why do you care that much, right? Doesn't it say come as you are? People get on my nerves with this. Don't it say come as you are? So why are you so engulfed with what somebody has on? If they got drawers on, like open toes shoes on, they can lead praise and worship. What's wrong with that? If it's hot, if this is spring, who is trying to be wearing some hot ass Kojic slingbacks in 90-degree weather with some fucking stockings on in the middle of damn 80, 90 degrees outside? Girl, no, it's sandals, sis, strappy sandals, some cute strappy sandals. If the dress comes down below the knee, then it's appropriate. Like, I'm sorry you stuck in the ice ages. You know, I know a lot of denominations, they have certain rules and regulations in terms of how they want people to look. You know, these long dresses down to the floor. I'm not with that. I feel like dress what you feel comfortable in. If a sister is out here, she go to the gym and she's serving body, like, why the fuck do you care? Everybody don't have to wear a robe. You are the minister, not me. All right. Are you mad because your man looking over here or something? Like what? What is it? Why are you so concerned? Now, granted, there are some people who come to church. Some of these ladies do come to church and they are hella inappropriate with their attire. Some of that shit do be too tight. Where Deacon so-and-so, he can't take up the collection like he's supposed to or do what he's supposed to do in church because he's so busy staring at old girl over here because her dress is too tight, showing like every type of print that she has, you know, breasts be all out, spilling over in the top. Now that I don't agree because you got to be conscious when you go into church. It's different than going to the club and going to the church. It's different attire. Now, if you ain't got nothing else to wear, maybe wear like a, you know, like a little jacket or something to cover some of that up. But yeah, come as you are, honey. Don't be turning people away because of what they wear. Maybe they don't have nothing else to wear and they just say, hey, I need to get to church today because I'm kind of going through some stuff in my life. And they get there and they hear people like you get up and condemn them for what they're wearing. Right? I don't like that drape you got on right now. That green drape look like a curtain. I don't like that. But, you know, it is what it is. I don't like you sitting up here with a dry ass bun on the top of your head. I don't like that either. But, hey, it's my opinion, right? What's wrong with people? Let's continue, child.
I can't even get to the concept of somebody preaching and leading praise and worship with no stockings on, with thongy, stringy shoes on, and your legs all greased up. What kind of message are you trying to send us? Because to me, that looked like somebody that's got a spirit that ain't purged out in God.
Why is that a spirit? Because they don't want to be hot. Is it against the Bible to wear sandals? Jesus wore sandals. Did Jesus wear sandals? Jesus wore sandals, and so did his disciples, all 12 of them. Jesus didn't have on no damn Stacey Adams in the Bible. I read nowhere, and I promise you, I have read all 66 books. Yes, there are 66 books in the Bible, okay? The red pages and everything. I saw nowhere in the Bible where Jesus wore Stacey Adams. He ain't wear no cowboy boots. He ain't wear none of that shit. He wore sandals. His toes was out. So are you telling me that biblically, that somebody got a spirit upon them because they are wearing sandals in the church of God when that's all Jesus wore was sandals? Are we really doing that?
God, and any minute you can just go over in a corner to a deacon and just raise your dress up and hit it right there in the corner because you don't even have drawers on. And I can't.
Where was your antennas? Let me read you right quick, Juanita Bynum, because you stay wrong. Okay, what kind of spirit was on you when you was getting ready to marry that man that was out here zesty as a mother? Why you didn't see that spirit on him, Miss So, you know, godly connected? You so godly connected, but you didn't see that that moist, zesty ass nigga that you was about to marry in the church. You didn't see that shit though, did you? Well, you can see a bitch over here with no drawers. Well, let me stop because we talking about church stuff. You can see a lady over here with no drawers on, but you couldn't see this nigga was zesty. You didn't see he was zesty standing up there, girl, talking about he want to marry you, that the Lord told him that you was his wife. Y'all remember she was getting ready to marry this guy in church. Well, I think she did marry him. Whole time he was zesty as hell. You couldn't find your panties, bitch, because he was wearing them. Mm-hmm. You up there, y'all know how they be in church, child. He over there like this. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. You couldn't see that though. You couldn't see that. You look right past that girl and went right on over there and married a zesty man. And the marriage didn't even work out. But you didn't want to talk about that in church, did you? You was over there speaking in tongues, spitting all over people and everything. Laying all out on the floor under sheets. You probably have no damn drawers on either. Sure didn't. Your nigga was zesty. You had a zesty minister, girl. But you don't want to talk about that after that little marriage situation ain't work out with your little zesty little minister you married. Why he over there broke wrist like a motherfucking church like that. Deacon broke wrist. That's who he was with, girl. Stand when people try to act like they so saved and they can see everybody else shit, but they be Ray Charles to their own bullshit. Girl, shut the fuck up, Juanita Bynum. I'm not trying to hear you, girl. God is not looking at you, girl. God is not thinking about you, checking for you, girl. When you get to the pearly gates, he gonna send your dry bun wearing ass somewhere and sit the hell down because you are not of God, girl. You are bullshit out here. Yes, you are. Yes, sometimes church people need to be read too. Yes, you do, girl. You can't see nobody else. You can see everybody else's spirit, but you couldn't see that spirit that you walked down the aisle with. Zesty. The motherfucker was switching more than you. Yes, he was, girl. Mm-hmm. Girl, he was switching. He was. When they asked him, do he take you to be his wife? He said, I do. Like, what else would I do? What else would I do? Yeah, I will. Bitch, shut up. I cannot stand it. Oh my God. Moving on. Chaka Khan child is still out here letting the girls know that she is that girl and do not play with her in these vocals. Because Chaka will let you know if you cannot sing, right? She already read Mary J. Blige down and let her ass know, listen, yeah, that ain't it. Your voice was flat and all of that. Okay. Let's get into it. Hollywood Unlocked. So Chaka Khan slams modern female performers. She said that they be doing the most on stage, like shaking their butts and stuff. They do, girl. She must have went to a Cardi B concert because, baby, that's all she was doing. To compensate for weak vocals. Oh, let me find out. Or lack of talent, girl. Let's get into Chaka because y'all know she going to, let's go.
You are like Mother Nature in like persona. You are everything. Not only are you the greatest singer, you can like.
I'm kind of like everybody's grandma as well. You know, people tell me all the time, they say, I grew up listening to you. You know, my grandma used to play your songs.
Yeah.
My mother used to play your songs. So I'm like a household name in a way. And that's a beautiful thing.
It's gorgeous.
That's a wonderful thing. I mean, I couldn't see some other artists, you know, whose butts are out and everything, and tits are out and everything, and they're doing rolling on the stage and cuckoo. I just don't understand that. But
you keep it classy.
I kept it. Yeah, well, I tried to keep it. Well, I'm a recovering Catholic, so that helps.
The vocal you give,
I give 100%,
you don't hold.
What is a recovering Catholic out here, y'all? That's funny.
Back on the vocal.
No, and I don't have little things that I do in between. I don't do dancing. I don't do none of that stuff. I sing, period.
You know what?
Now, Chaka will do a little two-step when she's singing. Like, what's the song? Ain't Nobody. Okay, she'll do a little. I've seen her do that, like a little two-step. Okay, but she ain't gonna really like with the background dancers. She ain't gonna get in line. She ain't gonna get in line with them and be doing no, dance moves or nothing because she focused on the vocals, right? So I, and I've never really heard Chaka sound bad. A couple times she tried to hit a couple high notes, okay, but she get a pass because she's Chaka Khan, right? But yeah, she gonna always read the girls down when they be all key, okay? Because Chaka has definitely put her time in. Y'all go back and listen to all of her music, timeless music. She's written her music. Chaka is that girl. I'm sorry, I love all of her music. Anything she's ever put out, I love it. And she still get her ass on stage. She looks great, and she still can perform and hit them damn notes. So shout out to her. She can definitely read a bitch down about some vocals because she still sound good, right?
It is inspiring, and I heard your Breakfast Club interview that you did with the gals. And you were all kind of commenting, and you were saying, when we go on stage, we just sing. We don't need to do the bells and whistles. We don't need to show our bodies.
No, I don't believe in that.
And I do think that's really inspiring. And I do think as somebody
she's sexy without showing her body off.
But even as somebody who is
thank you, Mum.
I know, but I think as somebody who is in pop music in a different generation, and you're not pop, but you cross over into all the different genres. You're a soul, funk, pop, jazz, stuff. You're everything, right?
Sing it.
But do you think that the demands have changed on female performers now, or do you think it's always been there? You just haven't played the game in the way
the game has changed.
Yeah,
because all bets are off. These women are doing any and every damn thing on stage and trying to sing too. And the ones who are doing the most physicalities with their butts and stuff, and their body parts are the ones that usually are compensating for what they don't have.
Move your bottom if you don't.
You know what I'm saying?
Voice.
Absolutely. So I came to sing, and I came to really do a good job, and that's hard work. It's hard. It's tough, but I don't feel like it's hard work whilst I'm doing it. I feel great.
You want to some of these girls try to get up there with all their ass cheeks out, like Mariah the Scientist. Let me call you out, sweetheart. I love you, Mariah. You kind of be vocally challenged a little bit sometimes. You be able to sing, but you don't feel like every outfit your butt cheeks got to be out just for you to sell out a show. I just don't feel like that. Like, leave some shit to the imagination. You are a beautiful girl. Several people out here. Y'all know Cardi B is gonna be half dressed like in every single show. But I don't know. That's just the trend now, where women feel like they have to show a little something in order to get that attention, or kind of maybe have their career go to a certain height. To where people would like them and sell their, or to be able to sell their music, or people, buy their tickets. They feel like they have to do all of that. And I'll be honest with you, a lot of these newer artists, they can't sing for shit. If it wasn't for, people back there pressing buttons, kind of like they say, pay no attention to the man behind the curtain, child, the wizard. Child, if it wasn't for the wizard in the studio pressing buttons, half of these bitches could not sing. I'm just telling you, they can get up there, they get up there and grind a little bit and dance or whatever, and they're singing to a track, to be honest, so that they can stay on key. But they're gonna, like Chaka said, they're gonna compensate for up there doing all these body rolls and pop, lock, and dropping and all that to kind of take your mind off of the vocals that they don't have. So and no shade to anybody. I'm just kind of being honest with what I've seen with a lot of newer artists that are out now, to where they feel like they have to be half naked and showing off their butts or whatever. But I mean, I support who I support. I like, whatever I like, and no shade against Mariah the Scientist. I do like her music. But I feel like she just really feels like she has to be half naked all the time, her ass out. Like several videos that I've seen, like, girl, when you perform, you don't have to do that. Be up there like, and she can't dance either. Let me go ahead and say that. But you don't have to be up there with your ass out and people can see like coochie print and shit like that. And then you still up there singing off key. Like, pick one shit. I don't know. But it's Friday, child. I'm feeling shady. Whatever the case. I know some of her fans gonna come for me. I don't give a damn. And y'all know I'm telling the truth. Okay. Pretty girl, you ain't got to do that, honey. Get up there and just sing, baby. Just sing, shit. You got to do all that extra shit. Just get up there and sing. Sing and dance a little bit and sing some more. All right, so Diddy's son house got burglarized, okay, or attempted burglary. Let's get into that, okay, with his little scared ass. He always trying to act like he about that life. He out here trying to fight everybody, want to run up and fight everybody, but then somebody try to kick your door in and nigga, you call it 911. You don't about that life, okay? So let's get into it. LAPD investigating attempted burglary at home of Diddy's son, Christian King Combs. He and girlfriend Raven Tracy were not there at the time. So let's get into what they're saying.
Police responding to a break-in at the home of King Combs, the son of Sean Diddy Combs. Security cameras captured two suspects outside the home on Churchill Lane. One of them smashed a rear sliding door, but they took off without taking anything. Combs lives at home with his girlfriend, Raven Tracy, but it is not believed that they were home at the time of the break-in.
Okay.
Police responding.
But there is a 911 call out there that I did see. Where I don't know if they called from what location. Maybe the doorbell camera told them that someone was breaking into their home or something was going on. But there is a 911 call out there from TMZ. I didn't care to play it because you can't really understand what's being said. So that would have been a waste of my time for my show. But if you guys want to hear it, head on over to TMZ because they do have it. But what they're saying here is that the home of Diddy's son, Christian Combs, aka King Combs, was the target of what police are calling an attempted burglary. According to reports, the Los Angeles Police Department are now investigating a break-in attempt at Combs' Porter Ranch mansion that he shares with his girlfriend, influencer, and fashion entrepreneur Raven, aka Raven Tracy. According to the Los Angeles Times, said that the couple was not at the home at the time of the incident. That they were vacationing in Bali. As police rushed to the 27-year-old rapper's residence, neighbors called 911 around 12:45 a.m., claiming that they hear shot that pow-pows were fired in affluent, San Fernando Valley. I'm sorry, Hollywood. Or neighborhood. It says that, however, law enforcement officials confirmed that the loud sounds were actually suspects smashing the windows of a rear patio sliding door on Combs' $3 million mansion. Now, said the neighbors claimed that they heard the reaction of someone inside the home, so they fled to alert police. So, it looks like they're in like condos or something like that. Or maybe it is a house, but they're very close together. I don't know. But anyway, so the neighbors probably were looking after their home and they heard whatever they heard and contacted 911. But they weren't there. So thank God for that, because that could have gone a very, very bad way. So moving on, child. Kroy Biermann, child, who was once married to Kim Zolciak, has spoken out, child. Kroy says, baby, he is a DA survivor, Lord. Let's get into it. They said that now that he's no longer living under the same roof as Kim Zolciak, Kroy Biermann appears to have updated his IG bio to DA survivor. So let me find out Kim was over there karate chopping his ass and spending up all his damn money. Because baby Kroy said, bitch, she was over here fighting me or whatever. Okay, he's a survivor. All right, let's get into it. All right, so here's his profile. Shout out to It's On Site. So Kroy puts himself out there as DA survivor, child. He puts that first. Saved by the grace of God. Ain't nothing like running to God and getting saved after being married to a bitch like Kim. All right, Kim done got Kroy saved out here, child. I don't blame you. I'll run to God too after that bitch. Because baby, I don't know how you did it, Kroy. Said father of 6 amazing children, in which Kim's 2 daughters have now outed Kroy to say that they don't fuck with Kroy now because Kroy didn't call him on their birthday, and Kroy has not been calling them to check up on them or trying to be in their life. Well, y'all are grown now, right? If Kroy don't want to call y'all, maybe he's still trying to get his life together. Kroy is working a regular job now. Maybe they working the hell out of him in that warehouse that he's working in. Maybe he don't have time, but then phones go 2 ways. If he ain't calling you, call him. You are grown. If Kroy ain't calling you, hell, you call him and check up on him and say, hey, Dad, I haven't heard from you in a minute. Are you okay? Maybe something's going on over there. But then to come public and say, oh, Kroy's not a good dad because he don't call me and he didn't call me for my birthday and he didn't do this, da-da-da-da. Child, bye. Y'all ain't like y'all mama. Retired athlete, even though he did sit on the bench most of the time that he did play for the Falcons, fully devoted to a purpose-driven life. So shout out to Kroy for finding the Lord out here and trying to move on up. But he is describing himself as being a DA survivor. Maybe he's trying to move on and date. And maybe he's looking for a little sympathy from the women. Child said, oh, she slapped you that one time. She elbowed you in the nose. Oh my God, you so fine. Let's go out on a date and I'll pay the bill because word on the curb is that you ain't got no money or something like that. I don't know, right? Maybe this is what he's looking for. So shout out to you, Kroy. I hope you get it, child. Moving on. Let's get into this reality TV portion of the show. Shout out to the 299, 300 watching. All right. Shout out to Housewives from Housewife. Let's get into it. Married to Medicine, Heavenly Kimes responds to Dr. Simone Whitmore's comments about her congressional race. Child, y'all know she is so mad at anybody who don't support her. When everybody do not have to support you, Heavenly. Okay, you have to keep in mind that before you started running for this congressional race, you were being a total bitch to everyone around you. So you cannot think that now because you decided to make a change in your life and run for some type of congressional office that people have to automatically support you, like you, and kiss your ass. Like, absolutely not. I'm not voting for you. I already said it. I have nothing for you, girl, because you are full of shit. But let's get into this. Shout out to Housewives from Housewives.
These are her words, not mine. She feels this is foolish. And
why would she say that? Why would she say that? You know, and this is not the reality TV of me saying this, but if I said that about her career as an OBGYN, I'd be really wrong. I think that one thing we do on reality TV, and we have done successfully, is not attack someone's career. I mean, I could easily say things, you know, but that disappoints me that she says that, because she absolutely knows that this is serious. She absolutely knows that. And I do think that I'm not sure why they're so upset that I'm doing something for my community. It does not affect them. Again, they do not live in my district, so they cannot vote for me. Although this is a federal seat, meaning that, you know, we're going to change laws and, you know, and do different things for the community. But I don't know why they would be so upset that I would take this time to sacrifice my life, literally, for other people. I don't know why they're so upset about this.
these are her words, not mine. She feels this.
Carlos is so damn messy. These are her words, not mine. He's so messy. She is entitled to her words, her opinions. Okay. Again, Heavenly, she does not have to support you. Like you just said, she's not even in your district to even vote for you. So I don't even know why the conversation is even being had. If Simone doesn't want to support you, she has every right not to do so. Again, she don't stay in your district to even vote for you. So why is this a topic of discussion? Carlos will always dig up some bullshit and present it on a platform to, oh, let me just ask you this. Well, Simone was saying something very negative about you. I just want to see your take. Like, he just really be on it. Why don't you be interviewing the people on your own damn show? Married to Medicine is not your show. That's on Bravo. How about you interview some people on OWN and figure out what's going on with them and focus on them damn low ass ratings that your ass got over there. Like, focus on that. He stay over there on Bravo. That's Andy stuff. Let Andy worry about his people over there. Let Andy check Simone, okay? That's not your place to be worried about what they're doing. He want to be Andy Cohen so bad with his bald-headed ass. Moving on. Little chipmunk. Let's get into Kandi, honey. Kandi is letting the people know. Now, I told y'all yesterday, Kandi got a little snappy with old girl yesterday when she was asking her about that $400,000 she had to pay Todd. If you read, I was like, Kandi. So now Kandi responds to her ex-husband, because they are now officially divorced, Todd Tucker's post where he says, yeah, we're done. Todd been throwing little subliminals, okay? So Todd says here, your ass ain't done, LOL. Just kidding. Go support your girl Kandi. Okay. Y'all know she had her little show at City Winery where she did sell out. talking about her life, her divorce, you know, some other things. She wanted to put her own story out there on April 27th. She has another one coming out as well, I think. I think she's going to take it on the road or whatever. Anyway, but let's get into what Kandi had to say because she's responding now, child.
And I was on our kids' field trip yesterday. And, you know, he was like, what? Why do people, you know?
He did just post you and say your ass ain't done. He just posted that.
He had the nerve to send that to me. Talking about thank you. You can thank me later or something. Like, boy, bye. I do appreciate his support, but yeah, we're done.
Okay.
But are you really done, Kandi? Because I told you guys a few days ago, Kandi, you did openly admit that you and Todd do be still in the bed, right? Like he do come and still sleep in the bed with you sometime. But and that's fine. That's what y'all want to do. Y'all are grown. Whatever you want to do, shit. I don't care. I don't judge. No judgment here. If Todd come and ring your doorbell, child, and say, "Hey, I want to spend the night," and you allow him to, that's none of our business. We don't. I don't really care like that. I just think that it's very weird that you kind of be on platforms and kind of acting like Todd just get on your nerves just so bad, but you still over there WAP dropping and clock dropping and all this other shit dropping. Like when it comes to Todd, I don't know. Maybe little Todd is just really doing it. Now I did see Todd in some gray sweatpants on one of his pictures on his page. And I was like, Todd, he's short, but he long in other places. So maybe this is why Kandi don't want to let that thing all the way go, right? Because some short men, I mean, if y'all look at midgets, some midgets really be packing, right? Like if they what? Most midgets be like 3 foot, maybe 2, 3, 4, something like that. But then when they take their underwear off, then they be like 7 foot tall, some of them. Because I've seen some short midgets, but they have like a huge bulge in the front. Not that I be looking like that, but do I? I don't know. And no, I don't have a thing for midgets. So don't be on nobody's platform saying, Caramel over there got a thing for midgets, girl. No, I don't. I like tall men, okay? Very, very tall. But yeah, little Todd over there, little leprechaun Todd child, he looked like he packing in the front with them gray sweatpants that one time that I saw. So maybe, girl, just maybe that's why she don't want to let him go. Little people, okay. Not midgets, we'll say little people to be nice. All right, because midgets is not a nice word. Little people, okay, little people, some little people do be packing. And Todd, I think you might be packing, which is why Kandi, you know, don't want to all the way let you go. So she gonna sit on interviews and say, yeah, girl, he get on my nerve, girl, boy. But behind the scenes, y'all still sharing a bed, even though you decided to file for divorce or whatever. And that's fine. That's your man. That's your husband if you decide. And most women, they still do. And some of y'all are still guilty of spinning the block on niggas that y'all decide you ain't want to be with no more. And you don't want to all the way let that good go because it was good, right? Y'all know. Some of y'all do spin the block like that. And it's okay. That's your business if that's what you choose that you want to do. But Kandi be killing me acting like she just be so over Todd and just Todd get on her nerves so bad. But he don't get on your nerves that bad because you still letting him pull the back of your weave like you are, girl. You are when you are spread eagle on all fours. He be pulling your weave and probably on that shit. So, girl, goodbye. If he can reach, because his arms a little short. But let's get into the next topic. This is our last one because, girl, I gotta go. Okay. If he can reach around there like the old people say. If Todd with that little short Toronto, what is it? That little short dinosaur arm his ass got. If he can reach around there with that little short arm, okay. Oh, let me stop. Because Todd don't look like he don't look like he got a long reach. With the arm, this arm, okay. The other arm look like he's long though. Okay. But yeah. Them gray sweatpants was telling. I was like, okay, little Todd, we find a little Todd over here, cracking backs and whatnot. So shout out to On TV. These two clowns right here, not sure why they're still on the show. No one really cares, but I'm gonna go ahead and talk about it because it is a viral moment, right? Y'all know, shit. A nigga in some gray sweatpants, all right? Y'all know women. Y'all, for those of you still out there dating, or if you're not dating, okay? If a dude walk up, or your dude walk up, he got on some gray sweatpants, okay? And if they fit just right, okay, if he got on boxers, he can't have on tighty whities. You ain't gonna see shit if he got on tighty whities. I'm gonna let you know that right now. If your dude is wearing some tighty whities with some gray sweatpants, don't even be checking for nothing because you're not gonna see shit. Everything is scrunched up like that, okay? Period. Tighty whities scrunch your shit up like that. But if he got on boxers where his shit can hang like it's supposed to, oh, you're gonna see what he working with in the front. I'm just saying, just look around like that, like shit. That's y'all, you ain't no sock down there. Bitch. Okay, but let's get into this right quick. Shout out to On TV. Oh God, am I having a moment? I don't know. Happy Friday, everyone. Yeah. So let's get into these two clowns right here, Chin and Ken, child. Chin and Ken. where Ken is just like, yeah, bitch, you ain't been calling me or whatever. I ain't talked to you all week. So, bitch, yeah, I do be in DMs because your long chin ass was over there, busy doing your shit. And now I'm over here busy cheating. So now what you want me to do? That's pretty much what he was saying. Sad when your nigga don't give a fuck about you and you still trying to hold on, girl. You like this. And he's just like, okay, release me, bitch. Release me. That's what Ken is saying to you, Trish. Your ass never should have went over there anyway, Ken. I told you she was damaged. That was damaged goods. The girl was married. You should just let her go on. Go over there and get a little nookie and scat up out of there, okay? That's how you do. Pull up like that. Fix your shit and get out and go on up there. Get on the doorbell cam like Marquez said you was. You was over there on the doorbell cam and shit, knocking on the door. Okay, come over there getting that toxic pussy, as they call it. Can I say that you too? Sorry. And yeah, now you're engulfed in a bunch of bullshit. You over there baby daddy and shit for a bitch that don't even want you. She won't even call you, nigga. But let's get into this. Child, Love and Marriage Huntsville. Let's go.
A couple DMs here and there. Yeah, but I have done it. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's not that big of a deal to me. I'm not saying that it shouldn't be to you, but whoever is saying these things is trying to stir a pot because there's nothing. Like, I know my intentions behind everything I do.
Why did you respond? Why did you respond?
Like in the last few months, like, bro, we would go days and days without talking to each other. Days. When I was out of town a couple of times, like, I didn't hear from you the entire time I was gone. No checkups, no, hey, how you doing? Like when we bad, like you get this or like you just don't give a about me. So, and maybe in the moments, yeah.
We had these conversations before.
What?
About responding.
Yeah, we did. But I just felt like we were in a space where we were so far out of touch. Like, I mean,
I don't know. I guess it's kind of weird that when things is not going right, it's okay to respond to people.
I mean, I can't make up no excuse about it. A couple DMs.
This is a I don't give a fuck moment right here, right? Like Trish, it's like Trish, it's like you don't be putting no effort in. You just happy that you know the nigga is still there, but you ain't gonna put no effort in to keep him there, right? And now that you see that he's tired of your ass and that he's kind of reaching somewhere else, it's now let me hurry up and care. That's what it gives. Trish, she gets comfortable with having somebody there. Same shit she was doing with Marquez. It ain't no different. You are used to having space fillers, sis. You like a space filler. You wanted Marquez to stay there while you was fucking off on Martell, and you lied about the shit, and you got caught in it, talking about you went over there to work out when, bitch, you know your legs was behind your ears, okay? He was scraping your motherfucking chin. What I supposed to say that? You was getting your skin scraped, your chin scraped and shit by your kneecaps over there fucking with Martell with his broke down ass over there in Mail House. How we went over there to work out. First, you didn't go to the house, but then you went over there to work out, and we just had a glass of wine and we watched some Netflix. Bitch, we all know what happens when you drink some wine and watch some damn Netflix. You're not watching it's on, but you're not watching it. Okay? That's why you were uncomfortable when you saw Martell over there at Stormy's house. Because, yeah, your mental Rolodex start rolling back to when your motherfucking legs was back there and your head was cocked back. Right? It had to be because you your chin, you put that head way back like that. But anyway, you are comfortable with having men in your life as space fillers because you need that emotional support. The only reason why you wanted Marquez to stay upstairs in that toxic ass house because you needed that emotional support, because Marquez said you were still taking your ass upstairs and y'all were still sleeping together. You didn't really want to be in a relationship because you wanted to entertain Ken while you were in the marriage. Okay, because we got to hear from both sides. She likes that emotional support. So whole time, this man said y'all in a whole full-fledged relationship. He's a truck driver. You don't call him for a whole entire week. How you speak to your man in a whole week? Like, how busy are you? Like, what makes you so busy that you don't have time to pick up your phone and call this nigga to check on him? He's on the road. He could have been in an accident. Anything could be happening. Lot lizards all over your nigga. Right? Because y'all know they stop at a truck stop, they call them lot lizards, child. These thirsty bitches that be walking around like looking for a nigga to jump out his truck so they can jump in and fuck. That's exactly what it is. Just random bitches just sitting out by truck stops right? Waiting for the nigga to go gas up and get a sandwich and come back out. So you want some head today or not? Right? How long you gonna be here? You gonna be here all night? Oh, okay. Cause yeah. Can I get in your truck? Them hoes. Yeah, lot lizards. That's what they call them. You don't give a hot damn what he do until it look like you about to lose him. That's the same way with Marquez. And Marquez said, bitch, I'm about to move out because I'm over this. Like, I don't about to be in no marriage where I got to sleep upstairs, you downstairs, and the only time you come up here is when you want some. The whole time you talking his ass and sending chocolate emojis and shit. Like, what you think this is? Hell no. So now that you see he's texting and in the DMs and another bitch might have caught his attention, now it's why you responded. Because, bitch, you don't respond. You're supposed to be the first bitch he hear from every day, every morning. So when you don't call him, when you don't entertain him, when you break the cycle of the normalcy that you guys had, because you know how it is when you first meet somebody, y'all sending text messages, good morning, right? You checking in with him. Good morning. How you doing? How your morning going? When he don't get those, he's looking for that. So if you don't send it, somebody got to. Right? You're not sending him those messages. Now you're sitting here looking like a frog-faced heathen. Like a frog-faced heathen with 37 bundles pulled back. Nostalgic as a motherfucker right now. Because your dude that you chose over your husband, mind you, you broke up your marriage over this bitch. A weak ass nigga who can't give you no kids. Who gave you a Amazon chain that changed the third time you wore the bitch. Right? Because it was fake. That Amazon chain he gave you on the show, you wore that bitch 3 times and it was green. But you still stayed with him. He let you know then who he was. Stupid ass. But what y'all think? What y'all think? King don't give a damn no more, right? This is why y'all ain't together no more. I told y'all it was said that the two of them broke up, but of course they're gonna still film because she need a check. Because Ken, didn't you reveal that her car was blued up across town and he wasn't gonna pay for the bitch? But anywho, again, we're sick of this shit. Carlos, what else you got? This is why the ratings are low, because this shit here on the screen. But that's all I got. I don't care no more, child. Anybody have me holler because I don't even care about them like that. Yeah, it was Amazon chain and she wore that bitch 3 times trying to impress him and the bitch turned green. And that's all, child. And after that, he started cheating on her. I was like, what the fuck? But anyway, that's it, guys. You said criminal with a man wig. Yeah, he do have a man unit, child. He out here with a man unit spraying on bangs and shit. But anyway, that's it for my show. Thank you all for being here. Y'all know I'll be caring what I say, child. I hope I don't have to edit my video because I kind of went a little too hard today. But it is what it is. Okay. Todd, please do not be mad at me for talking about your down there parts, okay? Y'all go over there on Todd's channel and on his IG and look at him in them gray sweatpants. I will not lie to y'all. I was like, Todd, is that you? Let me find out this nigga is stealing socks over that candy house. You were just stealing candy socks and stuffing them down there. Let me find out. But thank you guys so much. Tiffany Thomas, Rose Armstead, and True TV Podcast. Thank y'all for modding. Thank y'all for doing an awesome job. I appreciate it. Thank you to all the content creators. Thank you to all my caramellians. Thank you. Y'all stop making me laugh. Thank you to everyone supporting in the chat on the channel in the chat as well as in the bushes. Okay, guys, please keep your notifications on so you guys will know when I go live. I'll be back for pop in today and more of those news that you guys can use. All right, let's put the new song up because y'all be fussing me out when I don't. All right, let's get it up, child. All right. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Bye. Happy Friday.
Yeah.
Bye.
You already know what time it is. It's your girl, Caramel. Let them know. Yeah, you know it's your girl, Caramel. Yeah, you know it's your girl, Caramel. Stay coming through, giving all the people hell. She got the dopest piping tea, can't you tell? If you want the real spill, ring that bell. Join the Caramellian crew right now. Whole squad lit, we don't back down. Kick back, relax, enjoy the show. But hit that like button dope. Stepping in the room, whole vibe shift quick. Pressure on 10, yeah, the tea stay thick. No cap, no filter, straight facts I spit. If it's hot in the streets, I'm addressing it. Caramel dripping, sweet but savage. Mic in my hand, I do real damage. Comment section jumping, crew stay active. Caramellian gang interactive. I don't sugarcoat, I tell lies. Real recognize, real every time I slide. If the drama too loud, I ain't amplified. Cause you know that she's a vibe, certified. Yeah, you know it's your girl, Caramel. Stay coming through, giving all the people hell. She got the dopest piping tea, can't you tell? If you want the real spill, ring that bell. Join the Caramelian crew right now. Whole squad lit, we don't back that down. Kick back, relax, enjoy the show. But hit that like button though. Like coming, subscribe. We outside. Like coming, subscribe. We outside. Caramelian crew worldwide. Turn the volume up real loud. She a whole mood, no doubt. Yeah, it's your girl, Caramel. Stay vibing, stay subscribed. Let them know.